This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Every sip of Coca-Cola brings you closer to the excitement of the FIFA World Cup 26. Because nothing compares to the joy. So grab a Coke and drink in the FIFA World Cup 26. No purchase necessary. 13 plus in 50 U.S. states and D.C. with a web-enabled device. Ends March 1st with 8 entry periods. Rules at cokeurl.com/soccer rules.
It's football season, and you can now get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A strong defense? No. A strong deodorant? Yes. A 6-pack of abs? Nope. 6-pack of beer? Yes. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Alcohol 21 plus and in select cities. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Hi, I'm Eve Muirhead. I'm chef de mission. You're listening to Anything But Footy with the latest on the Winter Olympics.
A Super Sunday, if ever there was one. First across the boards for Great Britain as we head into the final week of the Winter Olympics. I'm John.
And I'm Michael. This is the latest Milano Daily from Anything But Footy, where we talk about the Olympic and the Paralympic Games all the time, not just once every 4 years.
After 102 years, Team GB's first gold on snow, thanks to Snowboard Cross mixed team stars Charlotte Banks and Hugh Nightingale.
There might be quite a big celebration, and my friends from back home are here and my family. And
for me personally, it's a relief to be able to get that medal and show our strength.
Britain has never won more than a solitary gold medal at a Winter Games before. Super Sunday, well, we got 2 in one day. Matt Weston and Tabby Stoecker in the mixed team skeleton.
Be the first winners of an event is always something special.
I'm just really proud of us.
Weston is also the first British athlete to ever win 2 Olympic golds in one Winter Games.
We'll hear from all 4 new Olympic champions. There's the rest of the news from the Games and tomorrow's news today. With a big week to come, we're focusing on the men's curling.
It's going to be a proper Games this time, so I think it's going to have a completely different feel about it.
This is Milano Daily from Anything But Footy. Download, listen and follow. Pass it on to your friends. There's a week to go. Tell all about it.
Hi, I'm Lila Fear.
And I'm Lewis Gibson, and you're listening to Anything But Footy,
with the latest on the Winter Olympics.
2 golds in 2 mixed team events. But this past weekend of the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics has been anything but mixed for Team GB. Pick your superlative. Super Sunday, winning weekend, golden wonders. First gold on snow. Matt Weston, first Brit to win 2 golds at the same Winter Games. Never won more than 1 gold at a single Games. Now 3 in 48 hours. And just to prove winning isn't everything, 4/4 at the moment is also a new record. Thanks to James at Sportspeed for some of those stats.
Now, after Matt Weston, we talked about momentum. And this Sunday afternoon, well, we saw it in action, didn't we? Firstly, that mixed team snowboard cross pair of Charlotte Banks and Hugh Nightingale. World silver medalists, previously world champions, went one better, beating Italy and France into silver and bronze. And what happened to Australia? Well, to coin a famous Barry Davis phrase from the Olympic Games, frankly, who cares? 30-year-old Banks, originally from Hemel Hempstead. They need to build that statue on the Magic Roundabout with Max Whitlock as well. And 24-year-old Hugh Nightingale, such a good team, showed their strength together to win by 0.43 seconds. Now, 20 years ago, Charlotte Banks told us her family brought her to the Olympics in Italy to watch. And now she's a gold medal winner and Olympic champion. Let's hear from the pair, who both had to put difficult individual displays behind them.
Was devastated, really. Had a good quality run and then messed it up in the heat. I kind of took a step back, saw my family, went for some food with my family, and just came back for the team and wanted to have fun. There's so much pressure going on around here that you forget to have fun around these games, and I think me and Charlotte kind of realised that when we went snowboarding yesterday and stuff like that. So yeah, just had a good time today and came out with a gold.
We regrouped as a team and with our families, and I think that was super important for us to be able to come out today and perform. And then, yeah, I mean, Jerome, my coach, just said, go out there and have fun, keep a smile on your face, and yeah, it won't take away what happened in the individual, but to be able to go and do that as a team, I think it just shows our strength, and really proud to be part of Team GB and to be able to get GB on that top step. For me personally, it's a relief to be able to get that medal and show our strength. That's what's been frustrating me, is not being able to show what we're capable of, and we've worked extremely hard as a team to come out here and give it our best. I think we both didn't perform perfectly in the individual. For me, it was a really bad performance, and to use that to come back and give it everything we've got, and just to take that weight off my shoulders is the answer. And it just hopefully it also takes a bit of pressure off everybody else, part of Team GB. We've had a few fourth places. It's not gone our way, and I think that everybody's rode incredibly well. We've got a super strong team here, and hopefully the end of these games are going to be even more incredible for the whole Team GB.
What we've shown today, and with Mia and Kirsty, that we are becoming a top snow sports nation, and I think that's great for young kids to see. And we inspire kids to go on the slopes and go snowboarding or skiing, whatever it is, just to try out the winter sports. And I think as a nation, if we get young kids into it, we can do very well, and we just hope for the best. Sadly, I like to drink a bit too much, so there might be quite a big celebration, and my friends from back home are here, and my family, and yeah, if they know me, and I love a good celebration, so we'll see what comes out tonight.
I think we're just going to enjoy it with family, but also with the team. We've worked incredibly hard, and everybody around us have worked incredibly hard, and to be able to hold this medal and just share this moment with them, enjoy it. And maybe enjoy it as well with our competitors, because there's been some great battles out there. Everybody has rode super well, super hard, and that's what's great about Snowboard Cross. We're out there fighting, but then crossing the finish line, we're all friends, and we've shared some big moments, and really proud to be able to share this as well with the family of Snowboard Cross.
Yeah, I think Mickey just said she's got a big table booked to Mikey, so Mickey to Mickey. So I'll have a good debrief for the next few days. But nice. Charlotte said we're all friends up there, but then when it comes down to racing, we don't like each other just in the race, but other than that, we're good friends. And it's be supporting on all the other athletes in Team GB, and hoping that they do incredible as well. And just have a good time still.
Hugh Nightingale and Charlotte Banks. Now, I think I can even hear Hugh this morning in Milan, and all about partying from the night before up in Lavidio. I would have thought they'd had a great night, and deservedly so as well. But they weren't the only British partnership celebrating, as Tabby Stoecker and Matt Weston became Olympic champions as well in the mixed team skeleton. It was about 20-6 UK time, Sunday, February 15th, when officially became the best ever day for Team GB at a Winter Games. The British pair of Weston and Stoecker, gold medalist, fifth placed in the individual team, of course, to win their first Olympics gold in this event. In fact, more history making for Matt, who became the first to win 2 golds in 1 Games, as we say. The other British pair, Marcus Wyatt and Freya Tarbet, finished in 4th, which is why we mentioned 4th places earlier. Here's Britain's latest Olympic champions, Matt and then Tabby.
It means a lot. To be the first winners of an event is always something special. We're kind of like going to go down in history as the first people to win this the mixed team event, which is amazing. And to do it with such an amazing teammate is always extra special as well. So it feels surreal, to be honest, to have 2 of these Olympic gold medals now, just from one Olympics. It's not something it was obviously something I wanted, but not something I expected coming into this Games. But to have finally literally gone across the line and got it done, it feels amazing.
And for me to have an Olympic gold medal in the mixed team event with Matt just feels really, really special. And I'm just really, really proud of us.
So what an honour, what a privilege to be here in Italy at Milan Cortina to witness a real history-making day for Great Britain and Northern Ireland at the Winter Games. Over 100 years in the making, as you say. And I'm actually going to be speaking to Hugh Nightingale, who we just heard there, promised he was going to have a really big night. So Hugh, at the time that we are recording this, I'm due to speak to you in 4.5 hours. So you need, if you did have that big night as planned, you need to get your head together in Livigno, because you've got a bit of work to do later on today. And I've also been speaking to, and this was a late one because we had a chat after she got back to the village last night, having witnessed that skeleton gold medal. Team GB Chef de Mission 2022 Olympic curling champion, Eve Muirhead.
Incredibly proud of the full team, and what a day. We've never had 2 gold medals at Winter Olympics, let alone 3 and 2 in one day. So a really, really special day out here in Italy.
And a gold medal on snow as well for the very first time. The history landmarks just keep coming.
Yeah, we've only ever had a bronze in the snow sport. So to come away with a gold today, Charlotte and Hugh, that was incredible. What a race. I don't think I've ever shouted so hard at a TV ever. But no, I'm absolutely delighted for them. And yeah, pleased for Livigno. Obviously, it's a wee bit away from where I am in Cortina here. But tonight, Matt and Tabby getting that gold medal just kind of brings just to shows the talent that we do have within this team out here.
And what can you say? What superlatives do you have for Matt, who's now, in the space of 3 days, a double Olympic champion?
Yeah, he's a double Olympic champion, but he's also the most decorative male Winter Olympian of all time. And to have that title is something really, really special. I sometimes question myself, is he human? Watching him these last couple of days. But I think it's more the way he kind of conducted himself, that kind of canned demeanour that he has. And I think it shows that the skeleton programme is doing something right, because even three women in the top 10 yesterday, that was also incredible achievement, so close to hitting that podium. But then Matt, to win the men's gold medal, compose himself again, a day off, and then come back and have that last slide here tonight, and to get the gold medal just sums up what an extraordinary talent that guy has.
It's a team event, of course, so we have to talk about Tabby as well. I'm not sure many trapeze artists have gone on to become Olympic champions.
Yeah. And you know what? She's a lovely, lovely girl as well. She also works super hard, and she would have been disappointed after the ladies. Of course, you're close to the podium, but you're not on it. But again, conducted herself very, very well. First time Olympian, and only 25 years old as well. So she's got a lot ahead of her. And to get on the podium alongside Matt, so well deserved. And I'm delighted for every single one of them.
Wasn't that long ago, of course, you were an athlete, so you'll know about adversity in sport. And both Hugh and Charlotte had that with their individual events. So how much character did they show to bounce back today?
Yeah, it's one part that I'm really kind of conscious of, and it's making sure that we have the kind of immediate support around the athlete, because especially when an athlete has multiple events and the first event maybe doesn't go the way that you want it to go, it's all about that kind of bounce back ability. It's all about performing when it counts. And I think it's shown that it's definitely happened here. That's 2 athletes that's happened to. Matt, I guess, slightly different. He's off the back of a victory. But I think it just shows the kind of resilience within the athletes, and how great job the sports are doing to kind of know when to kind of step in to help, but also know when to maybe just take a step back and let them have a little space.
And I know when we spoke a few days ago, you were always confident that the results would start coming in, and they really have over the last 3 days, haven't they?
Yeah, it's definitely a case of kind of patience. It's a case of kind of staying calm. bringing everyone together, staying positive, but controlling what we can control. I was always very kind of I was optimistic knowing that the results were going to come. Like it was inevitable because we're a team that's full of great talent. We've got a mix of kind of youth and experience as well, and it was just kind of letting that shine through. And sometimes you just need that little kind of you need the first one for the other ones to start coming, don't you? And we've got that gold medal from Matt, and then we've managed to get a couple in the back of it. But we've still got a week to go of the Winter Olympic Games. So I hope we have more to come.
Yeah, just finally, I mean, the medal ambition was 4 to 8, one short of that at the moment. But as you say, a full week and plenty of other opportunities across the board.
We've got a lot of opportunities still to come, but we've got to remember not every athlete is out here to get a medal. Some athletes go away with PBs and they've performed the best they can perform on this big stage. If a medal is, of course, fantastic, but medals are extremely hard to get. And I think it just shows the kind of grit and determination that we have at Team GB to start kind of producing them and slowly kind of edging our way up that medal table.
Eve Muirhead, and as she says, there could be more medals in Milano Cortina, the first European Games in 20 years, capturing the public's imagination back in the UK, and the British team certainly delivering too. This is Milano Daily. Tomorrow's news today. Our other news from the Games, because we cover the Olympics all the time, not every 4 years, is coming up next.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hi, I'm Adele Nicol, and you're listening to Anything But Footy with the latest on the Winter Olympics.
This is Milano Daily from Anything But Footy. In other news from the Games, and what a day it's been. But there are some other headlines to bring you because it doesn't just stop when we win loads of gold medals. However, Adele Nicol is 13th after the first 2 rounds of the women's monobob, clocking times of 1:00.54 and 1:00.29. The final 2 heats are later at 6 and 8 p.m. UK time.
And I think importantly with that, what Adele's participation in the monobob means is that she's learning that track even more than she already has done when she goes in with the pair with Ashley Nelson. So that's good, for Adele and Ashley moving forward as well. Due to the weather today, the men's and the women's qualifying for the snowboard slopestyle took place in Livigno yesterday. Also rather scuppered my plans to head back up to the mountains today. Unfortunately, Mia Brooks, who just missed out on a bronze in the big air last week, didn't make the final. Finished in 16th place with a score of 56.63. Maisie Hill was 21st, and Chemameze Brown finished 27th in the men's.
Well, I had a busy night last night, off to the ice skating at the figure skating arena in Milan, and Anastasia Vapenlaw and Luke Digby delivered a personal best, a season's best at the Olympics in the pairs final figure skating short programme. The first Team GB couple in the competition since 2014. They scored 66.07 to sit in 9th overnight, and they will now return this evening for the free skate at 7. Absolutely joy on their faces when they were sitting in the kiss and tell zone, and well done to them. Germany lead the standings, and a big hi to the British ice dancers, James Hernandez and Phoebe Becker, who I absolutely didn't really target getting on a train and standing next to them, but I ended up on a train standing next to them to the arena in Milan last night. And they, after a long chat, they gave my son Matthew a Team GB pin. So true Olympic spirit, and it was very much appreciated. And he may well now be obsessed with those two as well. My first experience in the ice skating as well. Absolutely, I would do it again. I thought you could immerse yourself in the display, the music, the lights, the dancers. For 4 minutes, you just watch these couples just doing incredible things on ice, and it was such a knowledgeable crowd there as well, particularly when the Japanese couple early in the evening, the girl missed 2 lifts and 2 falls from throws. It was, but the crowd responded and gave them a huge cheer to get them going. Really, really incredible night. Enjoyed that very much.
An incredible CCTV footage, actually, from the train station of you and your family running 150 metres up the platform to ensure that you were on the same carriage. as James and Phoebe. Great guys. I spotted them at the train station the other night as well after their performance too. So they are fully enjoying and embracing their Olympic experience. And we had the European Figure Skating Championships in Sheffield before these games. I think with the way that Anna and Luke performed last night, the way we've got James and Phoebe coming through, we know about Lila and Lewis. Obviously, you've got Kristen and Ed part of this team as well. Then I think we have to look, UK Sport have to look at bringing big figure skating championships back to the UK, because I think that is the only way that people will really start getting into it again in the way that they did 40 odd years ago, by seeing these great athletes, these brilliant athletes up close and personal, as you say, because it is a really good night. Femke Kok of the Netherlands won the women's 500 metres speed skating in an Olympic record. Team GB's Elias Schmedding finished 25th. They had to fix the track after her race, so she slipped on the finish line. Fortunately, though, she was okay.
Yeah, she took a real chunk out of the ice, so they had to bring the fire extinguishers on and fix it up. She gave a thumbs up, so hopefully she'll still be able to go in her final event of these games. Italy's Federico Brignone won her second gold of the games in the women's giant slalom on her return from a double leg fracture last April. The winner of the Super G on Thursday defeated defending champion Sara Hector of Sweden, who ended up sharing the silver medal with Norway's Thea Sternstrom.
And of course, we got Dave riding, and we've got Laurie Taylor and Billy Major going for the men later on today. The men's 4 times 7.5 kilometre relay. Norway will see Johannes Høsflot Klæbo, who's won his 4th gold medal of these games, as his country won the men's 7.5k cross-country relay yesterday. It takes his overall gold medal tally to 9. And the 29-year-old is now the most decorated Winter Olympian in Norwegian history. History being written in front of us, and he could win more this week. And as we say, history also being written by Team GB. So those medal tables, Norway 12 golds, 26 in total. Italy, great games for them, 8 golds, 22 medals in total. USA 5 golds, 17 in total. Wonder whether they're a bit disappointed with that at the moment. A few things still to happen though. Great Britain 12th. 3 gold medals, just a place behind Australia with 3 golds and 5 medals. I do wonder, actually, because we know that the medal ambition was 4 to 8. If Team GB don't win any more medals in this second week, would we take 3 golds over, say, 4 bronzes?
That's a really good question. Hopefully we won't have to answer it, because we will win a couple more. But 3 golds, and as we've said throughout the podcast, it's unheard of. We're in uncharted Winter Olympic territory for Team GB. And remember, we were sitting there in Paris going, well, we're winning all these medals, but it's really hard to win a gold medal. Bizarrely, in these Winter Olympics, it's been a bit easier to win the gold medal at the moment in certain events than it has for to get a medal in the others, with all those 4th places, that record 4 places, of course.
Now, we haven't forgotten our daily curling update. So 10-7 defeat against Sweden in the women's curling round robin. It was Great Britain's 3rd in 4 matches. Double header to come on day 10. Denmark later on this morning, and Switzerland this evening. Team Moet in their 5th match beat Germany 9-4, but then they lost to the highly fancied Swiss 6-5. So they've now won 4 from 6. They are likely to face Switzerland again in the knockout stages. They face Norway later and then Canada tomorrow.
Which brings us very nicely, Michael, it's like this is planned, into tomorrow's news today. TNT, looking ahead to day 11 of these Winter Olympics. It's day 10 today, 11 tomorrow. With all these medals, we wanted to focus a little more on the men's team, the world champions in curling, the Beijing silver medalists, of course. And we know a lot about Bruce Moet. We've heard from Grant Hardy as well. But let's hear from Bobby Lammy. But first, Hammy McMillan on hopefully winning gold in Milano Cortina.
Yeah, again, that's the plan. You know, we've had a hell of a season to win 4 Grand Slams out of 5, which no team's ever done before. Been number 1 in the world in September, and to round it off, being 2-time world champions, winning our 2nd title in Moose Jaw in April. So yeah, hopefully the writing's on the wall, as you kind of said. Maybe, who knows? But no, our goal is to go back and do one better, as Bobby said, and hopefully this time be standing on top of the podium.
People do love the sport, don't they? I mean, we've all got our theories why people get into curling. Why do you think people like it so much?
I think obviously curling does experience that like huge spike of viewership throughout every 4 years at Olympics, and kind of touched on that previously amongst ourselves. I think it's because curling's one of them sports. It's on every day for multiple hours, and people can kind of get invested in a team and follow them on for like a week-long journey and kind of feel like they are part of it. They're fans and cheering us on, so there's much part of it. And then I think just the amount of hours it's actually on the TV, whereas you compare it to maybe some of the other sports where the race is over in a minute, so you really don't get time to kind of like dive into it too much, where curling's special in that way.
Everyone becomes an expert. You are the expert. So tell our listeners what they should know about curling, what the terminology, what house, stone, rink, alternate, what do people need to know about it?
Yeah, so no, in theory it's quite a simple sport. 4 guys, 8 stones, 2 each. You've got a skipper captain up the top, which is Bruce, and he's the tactician. He kind of dictates what all the 3 of us do. Me and Bobby sweep our hearts out. And lots of different tactics. Curling's been called chess on ice, but simplest way about it is object of the game is to get as many as your stones closer to the middle than the opposition. But lots of other things can come into play. Opposition, how they throw, what their tactics are. There's lots of different things that can come into play. And I think that's what drives people to watch it, because they become an expert. They look at it and go, I should have done that. I would have done this. And everyone gets involved in it. They completely get engrossed in curling over that 10-day period when, as Bob said, we're on TV pretty much every day, if not twice a day, for 6 hours.
And how does the Olympics work in terms of getting you from that initial pool stage to hopefully the top of the podium?
Yeah, so 10 teams. 10 teams qualify for Olympics. But pretty much play everybody once. Round robin. Object of that is to finish in the top 4. Ideally finish number 1. That gives you what we call last stone advantage, or hammer, as a good terminology, in that semi-final. Or finish second. That again would give you hammer in the second semi. So, I think treat it as 2 competitions. Competition 1, qualify. Competition 2, get on top of the podium.
And we talk about ends and things, don't we?
So each end is like a round in theory. So one end is when all 16 stones, so your 8 and your oppositions, are finished at the other end. And then throw them all back down, and we'll play 10 ends. On average, an end might be about 15 minutes. And if you're still tied at the end of that 10 ends, you're playing an extra end. Curling, it lasts long. I'm trying to think of other terminology you've got guards, hits, takeouts. You might hear a shout barrier, hack, all these sort of different weight calls, or even shouting numbers. We talk sometimes of a stone travelling at, say, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, and that's how fast that stone will travel between the 2 hog lines, which are the 2 lines that you see us slide out to and let the stone go before.
Do you guys all get on really well?
Really well. So we've been teammates obviously for 8 years now. Me and Bruce even longer. That must be about 10 years, I think. We definitely have our moments when we're travelling and living out each other's back pockets. We can get on each other's nerves, but I think we've all became very close friends over the years, and obviously Hammy and Grant are cousins, so connection there. I've known Hammy for a long time, too long. But there's definitely friends amongst us all within the team, so it works well.
Respect, I guess, is one of the key words. As a team, you have to have respect. You have to have trust. Is that another key word?
I think trust is the key word. You have to trust that everyone's going to do their job as best as they can, and sometimes in some days that maybe doesn't work out the best, or maybe someone has an off day, but that's where the respect comes in, and you just give them the opportunity to do that, and then you have discussions and try and improve in that. But you definitely have to have the trust and the respect to do well.
So that's our curlers, Hammy McMillan and Bobby Lammy. Good luck to them, Bruce and Grant, over the coming days. In other news from the Games, away from the Winters, we've witnessed the British Indoor Athletics Championships in Birmingham over the weekend. Jeremiah Azu continued where he left off in the 60 metres, and he won the 200-metre men's final as well, because that's not even an event, if you like, that he needs to target. So fantastic to see him line up in that. Hannah Nuttall won the women's 3,000 metres, breaking Joe Pavey's 24-year-old championship record. She's off to the World Indoors then. Paris 2024 silver medalist Josh Kerr pulled out of the men's 3,000 metres through injury. And Gemma Reekie led the way throughout the women's 1,500 metres final to come out on top in a time of 4:26.27. And just having a look at some of the morning papers back in London, It's all about those that didn't run. That seems to be the story. So it's all about Georgia Hunter-Bell. It's all about Josh Kerr. And it's all about the fact that Keely Hodgkinson didn't come back and race the final, which he had every right not to do. Those were the rules. But that seems to be the narrative back in London about this morning.
There's always a story. There's always a story somewhere if you want to make one up. Look, what a day it has been. The best British Winter Olympics day ever. And Michael and I have been in Milan to see it. I think if you'd have asked us that before the games, Michael would have taken that. 3 gold medals over a weekend where we're all together.
Yeah, I've just been on TalkSport this morning and I was asked, did you expect it? Did you expect a weekend like that? And I said, well, honestly, yes. I thought that it could happen because we knew that Hugh and Charlotte were big contenders. I mean, they were big contenders 4 years ago and we knew that they had a job to do after their individual event. We'd seen how good Matt Weston was, and we knew that Tabby was in form because she'd finished 5th. So, if anything, slightly disappointed that we didn't see Marcus and Freya get on the podium. I would have loved it if they had picked up the silver or the bronze behind the Germans. But yeah,
you got to give them something.
If you'd said to me at the start, yeah, well, I said when I was up in Cortina for Matt Weston's individual night, German efficiency in action. Because after they finished the 3rd run, so remember there's still another run to go, the German National Olympic Committee rocked up in the venue centre there, and they opened a bag and they got out 2 fresh German flags that were all wrapped up in their cellophane and got them out ready for their 2 German medalists who did win the silver and the bronze. But I thought, there they go. The Germans had the 2 flags ready to go before that final run.
Absolutely. It's been a winning weekend, a golden wonders, the best British Winter Olympic day ever. There's still 6 more to go, including day 11. Stay with us. The latest is on our socials, Anything But Footy on the website. You can get in touch, anythingbutfooty.com. The Spotify Olympics music playlist is there. Someone's asked for that, asked for a link for it. So I will send that out. They're struggling to find it. We'll do our best to send that out to you. And this is Milano Daily from Anything But Footy.
I'm Elias Smeeding, Team GB long track speed skater. You're listening to the latest on the Winter Olympics from Anything But Footy.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.